Welcome back to our channel. Today's Bible story is about a woman whose life was anything but easy. Yet God met her in the most unexpected place, in the desert, where she first learned a powerful name for God. El-Roi, the God who sees me. Long ago, in the time of Abraham and Sarah, there was a servant named Hagar, a woman whose pain was almost invisible to the world. She was an Egyptian servant living in the household of Abram and his wife Sarai, a couple chosen by God and promised descendants as numerous as the stars. Yet year after year passed, and Sarai remained childless. Hope slowly turned into frustration, and frustration into quiet despair. In those days, servants had no voice, no rights, and no control over their future. Hagar was one of them. She did not choose where she lived, whom she served, or what would happen to her body. One day, Sarai made a decision that would change Hagar's life forever. She told Abram to take Hagar as his wife so that a child could be born through her. Abram agreed, and Hagar became pregnant. At first, pregnancy brought a sense of worth Hagar had never known. For the first time, she carried life inside her. But instead of peace, her pregnancy created tension. Sarai began to look at Hagar not as a servant, but as a threat. Jealousy filled the tent, and the atmosphere turned cold. Sarai treated Hagar harshly, blaming her for the pain she herself felt. Day after day, Hagar endured the weight of cruelty and silence. Eventually, the pain became too much. With no protection, no plan, and no clear destination, Hagar ran away. She fled into the wilderness, a vast and dangerous desert where survival itself was uncertain. The sun burned overhead, the ground stretched endlessly before her, and fear followed closely behind. Pregnant and alone, Hagar reached the edge of her strength. Then, in a moment she never expected, she was found. By a spring of water in the wilderness, an angel of the Lord appeared to her. Not Abram, not Sarai. God himself sought her out. The angel spoke her name, Hagar. In a world where she had been treated like property, God called her personally. He asked her where she had come from and where she was going. Hagar answered honestly, admitting that she was running away from her mistress. The angel told her something difficult: she was to return. But this command came with a promise. God had seen her suffering. He had heard her cries. Her child would live, and his descendants would be too many to count. The angel told her that her son would be named Ishmael, which means God hears, because God had heard her distress. In that sacred moment, something extraordinary happened. Hagar realized she was not invisible. She was not forgotten. She was not alone. Overwhelmed by the reality of being seen by the Creator of heaven and earth, Hagar spoke words that had never been spoken before in Scripture. She gave God a name. She called him El-Roi, the God who sees me. This is a remarkable truth. Hagar, a foreign woman, a servant, and a runaway, was the first person in the Bible recorded as naming God. Not a prophet, not a patriarch, not a king. A woman in the wilderness. This moment revealed something powerful about God's heart. He does not only see the powerful and the celebrated, he sees the broken, the rejected, and the overlooked. Hagar returned, just as God instructed. In time, she gave birth to Ishmael. Though life remained difficult, God's promise stood firm. Years passed, and eventually Sarai, now called Sarah, gave birth to Isaac, the son of promise. With Isaac's arrival, old wounds reopened. Fear and tension returned to the household, and once again, Hagar found herself pushed aside. This time, she was sent away completely, with Ishmael still a child. She wandered into the wilderness of Beersheba with limited supplies. When the water ran out, hope faded. Believing death was near, Hagar placed her son under a bush and walked away, unable to bear watching him die. She wept, believing the story was over. But God heard the boy crying. Once again, God intervened. An angel called out to Hagar from heaven, reminding her that God had heard Ishmael's voice. God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water nearby. Life returned where despair once ruled. God renewed his promise, declaring that Ishmael would become a great nation. And here is a powerful fact often overlooked. God did not abandon Hagar after she left Abraham's household. Scripture tells us that God was with Ishmael as he grew. Hagar later found a wife for him from Egypt, her homeland, showing that she remained a strong and active mother, shaping her son's future with wisdom and intention. Hagar's story reminds us that God's presence is not limited to sacred places or perfect lives. He meets people in deserts, at wells, and in moments of despair. The same God who saw Hagar sees every hidden tear, every silent prayer, and every weary heart today. When the world turns its back, God looks closer. When people overlook you, God calls your name. El-Roi is not just a name from the past. It is a promise that the God who sees has never stopped seeing. And if God saw Hagar in the wilderness, he sees you too. So today, remember this: you are not invisible to God. The same God Hagar encountered in the desert, El-Roi, sees you, knows you, and walks with you through every trial. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and share so we can bring more Bible stories to life here on the channel.